Welcome cartoonists. Today, perfect conditions for a cartoon workshop. My favourite weather for drawing cartoons. It's pouring down and there's no better place for me to be than at a drawing board with a pen and some stupid ideas. But this is something I've been promising to draw you for a while now. It's a shark. So if you've got an interest in something ferocious that swims around, just follow me. We're starting with a slightly curved line. This is the top of the nose of the shark. I'm getting straight into it now. I want to really get you into drawing this because it's great fun to draw. So we've done a curve at the top. Now this one's going to curve around because we're drawing not only the bottom of the nose but the mouth as well. So starting about from where your curve ends there, we're following it round and up to the tip of the nose. Got quite a pointy nose, my shark. I've been drawing this for some time, so I'm quite used to it. I'd like you to get used to it too. So that curve goes up to a pointy nose. Now for the eyes, you can put round eyes, any sort of eyes. You can even put a pair of sunglasses on if you like. But I'm going to draw my favourite. It's like a triangle. It goes past that little line of the nose there because it's in the foreground, which puts the nose slightly in the background, just with that little line there. Just gives a bit of 3D perspective. And behind it, another little triangle. You don't see all of that. Those are like the eyebrows of the shark that I draw. It's got like raised eyebrows. I don't think they do in real life, but that's the way I've kind of developed it. And you can maybe develop your own. So it's like a grinning shark, not so much of a smile as a grin. So I'm just doing a line down from the corner of the mouth. It looks like it's all nose to start with, but there is actually a mouth we can fit in here. And a small line curving up very, very slightly there. And you get into the look of a grinning mouth on that shark. Ready to eat anything in its path. Now this is a gum. I like to draw this gum. You just follow the line, then end it with a straight line. And that's the gum that you can attach the teeth to, and it's just an excuse to put more red in the mouth and on the gum, as you can do when you start colouring. Some nice little triangles for the teeth, make them nice and sharp. Don't forget, you want to make this look a little bit ferocious, and as many teeth as you can fit onto that line. If you go a bit further, just extend that line a little bit. So we're looking like we've got the head of the shark in just a couple of minutes. Hope I'm not going too fast. Now curve that lip round, and that finishes off the bottom of the mouth. And wherever you can fit, a little line there, just show that's the inside of the mouth. We can shade that and colour it later. So we're working our way along now. We're going to put more detail in this eye. Follow the line you've already done. Only on one side. You don't see the other eye. It's hidden just by the eyelid. So we just need to concentrate on this one eye. Then a nice U shape to connect it up. Now whatever you want to do with the eye now, you can just put a dot in it. Make one of our shiny eyes if you've worked with me before. I always tend to do a nice dopey looking eye. Nice and laid back. That's the way I feel most of the time. So that's my shark with a dopey eye. Okay. Next for the gills, you're going to see some C shapes coming in here. And we're going to overlap them. There's 1, 2, 3. And you've got a simple way of drawing shark gills. I'm going to leave the fin till last because I don't know, I'll leave the best till last because I enjoy doing that. Now I'm going to kind of try and follow the shape of the body. So looking at the nose where that's situated, we carry on the bottom of that lip and the body carries on down. We stop after a short line, we stop because then we want to put it's the lateral fin. It's the dorsal fin that goes on the back that sticks out of the water when it's chasing you through the sea. but this is the lateral fin. This helps it swim up and down underwater. So there's one lateral fin. It's a V shape, big old V shape, and a smaller V shape but quite wide on the other side because it's mostly hidden by the shark's body. And we can add our shading soon and all our different colours. Now we're following that body line again. We're following that body line. Of course that fin's in the way, so we're going behind the fin and we come out the other side, curve it up, and we're almost ready for the tail. I hope you're surprised how quickly this shark picture of yours is coming together. Now this is the back. It's curving slightly because it's on its way either up to the surface. Let's have a little look what's around, what's on the menu. Okay, now the tail fin, or the tail of the shark, it's longer at the top than it is at the bottom. So if you do a nice long triangle at the top and you stop around about there where that body's going to finish, and then a shorter V at the bottom, a V shape coming down, back up again, and there you've got a V shape, and that finishes off the main body of the shark. These little fins at the back, you can add a couple of those. Again, it adds detail to your cartoon without spending too much time. And now the fun bit, it's the dorsal fin. Now you can go as big with this as you want. It's on a bit of a curve. So this is the front of it, going down just behind the eye, near that gill. And then the back of that fin is just going to curve right round like that. And again, if your shark looks a bit different than my shark, that's because it's your shark. So don't worry about getting it exact. And you can change it. You can make the nose bigger, make the eyes bigger, make the mouth bigger, as long as you've got this main body shape. So it's swimming quite close to the bottom of the sea. Maybe it's in the shallows. Maybe it's at the bottom of the deep sea. That's down to your imagination. However you picture it, that's where it is. So I do these like I draw my mountains. Just a few little rugged lines, little wobbly lines. And then I've got to think of what I can put here. It needs to be chasing something. I've got to make a cartoon of this, so I'm trying to think what to put on there. And what I did come up with, like you saw at the start, because I drew a chicken the other day, which everybody seemed to like. It was eating an ice cream, so I've now decided that this chicken is going for a little bit of a dip. You could say it's a chicken dipper, but that'd be a bit of a dad joke, so I'm not going to say that. So let's just concentrate on that V shape underneath. That's the beak. So we've got a line on the top, we've got our W, we've got a V, and now we've got an O. Okay, and that's going to be like the little mouthpiece that it breathes through. On the top, can't remember what we called it now, the comb on the top of the head, which you can colour red or whatever. Not going to be able to see its eyes because of the reflection in the glass, so that saves us a nice little job. And this is the neck coming down. If I'm going too quick or you're not in the mood for drawing a chicken, if you want to draw something else, then just watch me do this and then you can draw a fish there or something like that. So I've got our W's for the wing. If you are keeping up, just do it roughly. I'm just rushing through it maybe a little bit. There's a C shape, straight line down, and that is the aqualung, or the air tank. There's a little strap that keeps it on the chicken's back. I'm not sure where chickens go to get these bits of equipment. There's the air line going to the tank. See, it all works. We've got to make sure the cartoon kind of makes sense, as much as chickens diving with sharks makes any sense whatsoever. this could be the first time it's ever been drawn, and we're doing it together, which is why I'm really pleased you're along on these workshops, because we're discovering new cartoons, new things to draw and how to draw them. There's the tail, those are more like M shapes than W's. And there's like the hip of the chicken. Now we've got to put our flippers on its legs, so little short legs. You can just put a little line across it, then we're going to do a curve shape, going wider at the bottom, and that is one fin or flipper. There's the other leg, kicking its legs towards that shark for some strange reason. We've had very daring animals and very dangerous animals this week on the workshops. There's a little bit of detail on the fin. There's the shoulder straps that's keeping that tank in place, and there's the belt where it has a little bit of weight in there to keep it from just floating straight to the top, because chickens hate that when they go diving. So some little lines there to make the legs kick around. You've got the bubbles coming out. Now my hyperspeed shading, I'd do that mouth red if I had some coloured pencils or pens, and this would be a nice aqua or blue or grey, or very light grey if it might be a great white. See, that chicken looks quite big compared to the shark, or the shark looks quite small, but the chicken could be a bit closer to us than the shark. Who knows? That's completely up to you, but it might not be a chicken that you want to draw. You can draw a fish, one of our sheep. There's so many things we've drawn now that you could put that, if you put that little mask on it, you know, there's a little snorkel as well if you want to add some more detail. But that mask is quite easy. You can start every cartoon with that, then see which animal you'd like to draw. But this looks quite funny, so I'll stick with this. Don't forget to sign your work when you've done it. I hope you're getting a bit of a portfolio together now. Now I'm just going to show you now quickly, because I am used to drawing sharks, so don't think I'm showing off here. I'm just trying to show you some alternatives for the eyes. So there's the teeth. You'll be drawing as fast as this soon, don't worry. So there's the lip, the fins. So the eyes, you can have round eyes if you like, and you can just see that other one just behind the nose. There are the gills, all the other bits and pieces, and if you draw it fast, sometimes once you get used to it, you get a nicer, sort of funnier character of a shark. So I'll try that again. There's the nose, and the smile, the gum, the teeth. This time we'll have a slightly more miserable looking shark, but it's still got that grin. There's all the other bits and pieces. And over here, what should we have now? The teeth. You get so used to drawing it, you'll be doing this, you'll be trying all different shapes, put them in different positions. Oh, there's my cat. Don't worry, it's only a drawing. There's some great big great big eyes there, big dopey eyes, and little fins here and there, and you can have fun colouring these as well. This I'm going to put a bit more bend on the body. Big starey eyes, little fins. Just be silly with it. Just really experiment with it, and just try all sorts of different combinations of things once you get to draw them, because they are good fun to draw once you get the basics. So there are some alternatives. I did have a funny thought right at the end, because you know you have dive with the dolphins. You know, you can go diving with dolphins for a life experience, and some people like to dive with sharks, which is a bit more of a risky sort of experience. So I thought maybe this shark is going on a life experience itself, and it saw an advert in the back of a diving magazine about diving with chickens. So hope you've had fun doing the workshop, hope you managed to draw it. Keep practicing. Get your friends to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next workshop tomorrow.